All right, let's see here. Okay, let's rock. Hey everybody, this is Rob Shapiro, your no bullshit crypto guy, coming at you with the new update. I am sorry I have been really slacking on posting anything. These videos are a lot tougher to record, edit, and upload than I anticipated. But I'm working through the kind of the chinks in the armor, kind of getting everything up, getting things smooth and streamlined. So anyway, without further ado, let's go into some of the tokens that I am currently tracking and I'm even investing in. The first I want to talk about is this one right here, CyberFi. This was brought to my attention by one of my advisors, one of the people that I track, and I had the opportunity to actually buy this back when it was trading at about here. Actually, I could have bought it back here too, like a numbskull. I did not. I drug my feet. Now look at it. It has frickin' from here. It has 3x'd. It's gone up 300%. So, my bad, but I think there's a lot more growth to be had. The market cap is only 90 million, almost 91 million. Okay? It's sitting at about $60.62. I think it'll retrace a little bit. It'll give us another retracement, maybe back to about 50, 51 or so. This project, let me show you what it does. Let's click on CyberFi Tech. DeFi Intelligent Automation Platform. The features, it crosses over a lot of different chains. The team, you can get in here and you can read this. These people have been in the crypto space for about 5 years or more, and so this is a little hokey right here, but this is what do you expect? The generation of people that's in this stuff, I mean, these are like 20-some-year-old people. They're not millennials. They're younger than them, right? The millennials are all kind of in their 30s now. These are Gen Zers, I think, and younger. So they're up and coming. They're all kind of like video gamers, and that's what some of these projects, revolve around video games. CyberFi, I don't think necessarily does. But CyberFi is another platform that people can build other tokens on. So they do a lot of auctions. It's appreciated a lot. Let's go over to the chart on TradingView. Jesus, look how much this thing is appreciated in Ethereum. All right, it has had huge gains. It actually went through a big bust, right? Came down. And then now it's come up. All right, so will it come back down? This is a 5-minute chart. Let's look at the 1 hour, and let's scale back a little bit. This thing, I don't know. It may not stop going. Let's look at the 1 day. It's a little on the topped out side on the 1 day though, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It could keep going up quite a bit. Let me go back to the 4 hour. In the 4 hour, it looks a little topped out. I mean, it's really hard to say on these. There's so much FOMO right now in this space. This thing could it could 2-3x from here. I think I'm gonna buy a little bit here and then see where it goes. I'm not gonna spend a big amount, maybe like $300. So I don't know, just something to keep in mind. I am going to show you some that I actually have gotten into. This one is Origin Trail. Okay, I looked at this one and I actually found it in a Reddit forum, and so came over, looked at it. I looked at their project here. Hold on, let me go in. We'll do this reCAPTCHA, which is a Turing machine. It's a way to tell if you're not a robot. Let's see, where's bicycles? I think that's it. All right, making supply chains work together. All right. The first thing I noticed about this website, it is very professionally put together. Some of these websites are kind of cheesy. They're kind of childish. But the projects are sound. So, but this thing about supply chains, okay, this is enormous. Look at what happened during the pandemic. Supply chains completely broke down. And there, from what I understand, there are billions of dollars that are lost every year to mistakes in supply chain tracking. So this is a pretty big deal. Let's look at the alliance, the people that are jumping on board with this. Let me see. Sorry. Let me find, maybe it's the members. There were some big names I recognized when I got in here. Let's go. Okay, sorry, just bear with me. Scroll down here. Usability, case studies, about. All right. All right, the founders. You can look at the founders, their advisors. All right. I don't personally know any of these people. A lot of people from other countries. You know, it seems like everybody else is way ahead of the U.S. on this stuff, quite frankly. I think we're being left behind, but that's just my opinion. Let's see. Sorry. I'm just going to have to go through like one at a time. This token connects to other tokens. That's the thing that really struck me about it. Maybe it's, let me claim this one. Let me do this. And looking at the other projects that connect to this. So let me go back. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find what I originally found on this. Careers, contact us, technology, origin trail protocol. Let's look at it. It might be here. There's token, technology, run a node, roadmap. Let's see here. Roadmap. Okay. Come on. You stop doing that. White paper, documentation, explorer, run a node. Okay. Some really complicated stuff on here. I mean, if you're a computer person, it might make sense, but some of it makes sense to me. Some of it, I'm so out of, you know, I haven't been in the tech industry in years. But anyway, you know what? I mean, I wanted to show you. I think this thing connects to Polk Markets, which is, let's see here. Yeah, Polk Market. I mean, it connects to multiple projects. I believe that Oracle is involved in it. So it looks pretty. It looks interesting. I mean, I went ahead and bought some myself, or I have a buy order in for it. If we look at this thing, if we scroll back to the daily, look at how much this has grown compared to Ethereum. I mean, it was worth 1 Ethereum. It's currently 0.004. So this thing has gone up 300%. I mean, I think it has way more room for growth. Look at it. If we look at it, I have no way of looking at this in dollars. Or yes, I do. Duh. It went from 16 cents. It's at 72 cents, 73 cents right now. I think it has huge growth potential. If you look at, again, its market cap, 266 million market cap. It doesn't take much money. You would be surprised. I have found that anything that's below $1 billion actually can grow pretty quickly. It's weird. With all the trillions of dollars that's sloshing around out there, people are looking to put that money to use. They want it to grow. They know that inflation is coming, so they're looking for not only a hedge to the inflation, but an opportunity to make even more money to, 10x, 20x, 100x their money. This may be a good project to invest in. I'm going to, totally up to you. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take my advice as such. Let's look at this other one. So we got CyberFi, Origin. Let's look at Polka markets. All right, I'm going to go in here. Let's look at Polka markets. All right, obviously you guys have heard of Polkadot. Polka markets. Let's look at this one. Come on. Okay. All right, this one doesn't even have a market cap. Polka markets may be a little bit riskier. Let's look at the 30-day. This hasn't even been around for let's go 90 days. Let's see how far. Okay. Takes us back. This project's only been around since February. It's so new that we really just don't have enough back data on it. That could be a good thing. Let's look at the project, Polka markets. Gamified prediction markets powered by DeFi, NFTs, and Polkadot. So it actually is connected to Polkadot. Asset forecast, info, exchange, liquidity market, DeFi API, outcomes, entertainment, DeFi. Let's look at total supply, initial market cap, total raise, initial Uniswap liquidity. Let's see how much. Team and advisors, 10% of total token distribution. Foundational reserve with the remaining 20%. Okay, so it looks like not a big marketing, team advisors, foundational reserve, strategic sale. They sold 25, public sale 3%, 25% strategic sale, liquidity fund 22%. So it looks like 50% of this is being held by the team and by the company. But that's okay because the team only holds 10%. The rest of it is a reserve fund and for marketing. Okay, you can't blame them for that. I like to see, no more than 15% being held by the company. But that's just me. Doesn't necessarily mean this is a bad thing. Look at the white paper. I haven't had a lot of time to explore this one, but the website again is very well put together. I actually looked at the background of some of these people. They have some really good backgrounds. I mean, they have a lot of experience with software as a service programming, and then this esports gaming platforms. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. Esports is a huge opportunity. I mean, you think regular sports is a big opportunity. Regular sports is kind of, in my opinion, kind of topped out. I think esports is like the upcoming market. Mark Cuban has invested. I think he actually owns an esports team, and not to say that he's the be all, end all, know all. Like Mark Cuban has made some dumb mistakes in regards to, what he said to crypto, in my opinion. And again, he's a smart guy, but even smart people make dumb mistakes. God, I've made dumb mistakes, right? So it's not to say anything bad against him, but it's also it's not to say, oh my God, because he's done it, it's a surefire thing. It isn't. So look at it, see what you think. I'm thinking I'm going to probably invest a little bit of money into this. This one right here, shopping.io, man, I wish I'd have jumped on this a month ago. I mean, a month ago, this was trading down at $48, actually 33. It shot up to a high of 176. It's 145 right now. I still think I'm going to get some of this. I think there are huge things coming from this. If we look back 180 days, when this first came on, $1.60, man, I mean, this thing has, I think 100x'd. I mean, $1.60 to 160, because it 10x'd at $16. and so then it went up another 10x from there. So that's 1,000%. It's not a bad investment, and it's only got a market cap of $144 million, 145. So I think it has plenty of growth potential. I mean, this looks like a pretty decent project. Take a look at it. Let me see here. Let me see what else I've been looking at. Venus looks like it's primed to take off. You can see where its all-time high was $100, came down to 38. It's coming back up. Take a look at it. I like the project. Library credits. It's got some interesting stuff going with it. Scale. This was just listed on Coinbase just the other day. It topped out at $1.24. It crashed down to 52 cents. I jumped in there as soon as they listed it and I bought some. I made the recommendation to a few other people. I think once these tokens hit Coinbase is a very legitimate exchange. I mean, they don't tend to list schlock. So this could at least double, or hopefully more, obviously. If we go and we look at scale, we look it up, and we look up the project's really sound. Market cap is 413 million. So again, it has growth potential. Let's look at the project. Scale network, elastic blockchain, build powerful Ethereum decentralized apps. You can build all kinds of stuff on this. I think that was one of the things that I liked about BPro, which actually I did not show that one to you. So let's go back to scale real quick, okay? The project is there's some really good potential behind this project, and the fact that it listed on Coinbase recently, when new Cipher listed on Coinbase, I bought some of that. When the Graph listed on there, I bought some of that. Both of those I've made good money on. So I think just the fact that this just listed on Coinbase is a reason enough to buy some. Let's look at BPro network. All right. Look at how much it's already actually grown 2,670%. So when stuff like that happens, it does make me a little nervous, but at the same time, it's come down a bunch. It went from an all-time low of 3/10 of a cent, maybe 4/10 of a cent, and it went to an all-time high of 4 cents. And since then, it has come down to 1 cent and 8/10. 1 and 8/10 of a cent. So if it just goes back to where it was, you have 300%. You have 3x your money. I think there's more growth to this. Let's look at the network. Okay, look at this. Build the future of DeFi gaming. Look at the projects that are connected to this. Chainlink, Anchor, Polka Markets, Elrond, Moonbeam. There are some really good, strong projects connected to this. And then you can see these companies that backed it. These people are expecting big returns. All right. I like this project, and I went ahead and invested in it. I mean, as cheap as it is, I think there's still plenty of growth potential in it. Go over. I don't know. I did put this in. For some reason, it's not there, so let's put it back in. BPro. Let's compare it to Tether. You can buy it on KuCoin. That's where I bought mine. Why am I not seeing it? Hold on. Alright, let's try this again. I'm missing. BPro. Alright. Took it away. Here we go. Alright, so Yeah, look at it. This, I mean, Market Cipher is showing money flowing into it on the daily. Um, we're getting higher highs, higher lows. Let's see here. We go back and we look at where it started. You know, a lot of these projects start real high. They get released. Hold on. I'm going to shrink it down. Look at where it started. Sky high. So they must have sold these tokens at a big amount, and then it just crashed down. So it looks like it bottomed out back in, let's see here, back in like early March, and now it's coming up, shooting back up. So who knows if it'll go back to where it started, but I think it's got some good growth potential. I never, a lot of times when projects first come out like that, that's why I don't buy them, because they crash like crazy, and then you're just sitting there waiting. You're waiting potentially months to get your money back. So you wait to see, you know, you give it a little time. See if it starts going up right off the bat, you know, for a week or two, then you may want to get in, especially if it starts low. But if it starts high like that, I mean, it's almost guaranteed to dump. So this is a very cheap start off point. And again, look at the platform, you know, building DeFi gaming in it. And when I got into this and I read more about it, it looks like it's pretty easy for people to go in there and build games in this platform, and they're decentralized. So anyway, you know, this is just some of the stuff that I'm looking at. I wanted to share that with you. Obviously, you know, if you invest in these things, don't put your life savings into them. You know, small account holders. You know, here's what was recommended to me when I first started this. People who don't have a lot of money to invest, put like $100 to $200 into these. Right? People who have more, you could put anywhere from, you know, 200 to 400, maybe 500, and then people who have good money kind of sloshing around, maybe you've made money in crypto, 500 to 1,000. I don't recommend putting any more than that in, honestly, because then if you take the loss, you're not hurting. You're not losing your whole portfolio. So just be prudent when you do this stuff. If you don't like the project, don't invest in it. You know, again, this is not financial advice. I'm just trying to help you guys navigate this. I'm showing you, you know, some of the stuff that I'm doing. Most of what I'm doing is actually panning out pretty well. Even if I don't 10x, you know, if I 2 or 3x, it's still a gain. You know, I mean, of course I want to 1000x or whatever. I want 100x, I want 1000x. I'm looking for those. That's the reason why you have to kind of put money in different things. You're looking for those big moonshots. So anyway, I will talk to you in a later video. All right, take care.